What is up, my butter biscuits? Y'all, within today's video, we're going to be talking about Jaclyn Hill and James Charles. Actually, while I was in Italy, I kind of wanted to do a video about James Charles because I was kind of like shook that everywhere that I went that sold the James Charles palette was on sale over there as well too. So I kind of feel like all over the world it's on sale, and I guess I didn't know that. I don't know why. I just thought it would be Morphe, you know what I'm saying, that was pushing it out. I didn't know that like other cosmetic like stores would be selling it too, like having it on sale. We'll talk about that within today's video. Before I get into this video though, y'all, oh my gosh, I just want to tell you about this thing. I literally just went to the grocery store right now and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, okay? Like, maybe I'm in the wrong. Literally, that's why I'm asking you guys right now. So, me and my dad were actually shopping for Christmas, like getting all of the stuff for our Christmas dinner that we're going to be making, right? And I'm literally just standing there because my dad was like at the checkout because he forgot something, so he had to go back and get something. And I'm standing there with the cart, right? And looking homeless as ever. Like, I'm literally wearing like a 3XL, big old oversized Adidas hoodie, as well as some like Adidas joggers. Like, literally just looking homeless, honestly. And I'm standing there with the cart, okay? And there's a lady like right in front of me, like she's a a little bit of an older lady, and she's like getting her stuff. She pays for her stuff, and then the cashier puts her bags like in the little area of like where the bagger would be, and she has like two bags there, y'all, like literally just two bags. And I'm standing maybe like, I want to say like, I don't know, maybe like 7 to 10 feet away from her, and she turns around and she literally looks me dead in the eye and says, "Geez, you're so helpful." And I'm like, what was I supposed to do? Like, I don't know if she thought that I worked there. Maybe she wanted me to like load up her groceries in her cart. I literally was so like, I didn't even say anything. Literally no words left my mouth because I was like, what was I supposed to help? Y'all, literally, I have been like, this happened like 4 hours ago and I've been thinking about it the whole time. I'm like, was I supposed to like bag her groceries even though I don't work there? I literally just, I don't know. Like, I was so confused by it, and she was just like so rude. Like, her tone was so rude. She's like, "Gee, you're so helpful." I'm like, was I supposed to do something? I don't know, y'all. I literally have been overthinking this like for the past 4 hours. I literally was talking. My dad was cracking up. He's like, "I think she thought that you worked there." I was like, "But look at the way I was dressed. Like, you can clearly tell I don't work there." I don't know. Now I'm sitting over here thinking like, oh my gosh, whenever I see an older person at the market, should I just grab their groceries off of the counter and put them in their cart? Like, is that something that I should do? I don't know. I'm really overthinking this, y'all. That's why I was like, let me talk to you guys about it, because what would you do in this situation? And my dad was like, you should have told her I don't work here. But then I was like, well, I don't want to be rude. She's like 70. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just did not know. I was like, okay, like, what was I supposed to do? Anyways, y'all, sorry. I just really wanted to talk about that because it's like been on my brain, and I'm like, what should I have done? Like, what would you have done in this situation? I'm really curious to know. Anyway, so obviously we're going to be talking about James Charles and Jeffree Star. Jaclyn Hill, my mind's all boggled now because I'm thinking about this old lady. Like, should I have helped her? Like, maybe I should like went home with her to clean her house too. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys are interested in today's topic, go ahead and keep on watching, of course. Also, I didn't even tell you, we're going to be talking about Jaclyn Hill because, y'all, she is actually going to be coming out with another relaunch of her lipsticks. And I'm just really curious to know what you guys think about this. But we'll go ahead and talk about that within today's video. So if you guys are interested, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. If y'all are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you get notified when I upload a new video, and make sure I'll give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and talk about Jaclyn Hill first. I feel like this topic is going to be really, really short because there's really not too much details about it, and Jaclyn Hill hasn't really said too much about it. However, this picture right here is actually from Trend Mood, and she did say that it was from the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics or Jaclyn Hill Instagram story page. However, I went there myself to like look for it to see if there was any more details, and I didn't see anything about it. But this is from Trend Mood right here, and it's just the whole new packaging and layout of the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. And I feel like this is going to be such a major topic to talk about because I feel like people are going to be like, oh snap, is there going to be mold in there? Is there going to be like foreign particles in there? Like, what's going to be going on with these lipsticks? And I, for one, am kind of like a little tripped out that she's actually coming out with these again. And I feel like this is obviously like her way of trying to like regain people's trust. And I feel like if she hits a home run with these lipsticks, then I feel like people will trust her brand moving forward. However, it's obviously going to be talked about by a lot of people because that was a big deal, y'all. I feel like that was like, woo, that was like peak drama here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Them lipsticks were, oh my gosh, y'all. Anyway, so this is what some people had to say about it. So somebody had said the shade range of her first lipstick launch was amazing. After my hairy lipsticks, I'm going to hold off for a bit, waiting for reviews basically, but definitely willing to try again. I do want to say, reading the Trend Mood comment section, I was actually kind of surprised. There was like a good amount of people that were obviously like talking a lot of trash, of course, but I really want to say that there was more people actually saying, you know what, I'm going to try it, which kind of tripped me out. Another person had commented, and Trend Mood actually responded responded to this. That's why I wanted to put it within this video. They said, some people just don't learn. And Trendwood responded and said, I think she did, and she's still learning. So far, she had great launches. I do want to say I feel like things are going to be a little bit difficult for her with this because it's obviously going to bring up the past and bring up what happened initially with her brand. And on top of that, I do want to say right now, I don't feel like she's having like the smoothest launches with her jewelry line. Like, y'all, I feel like a lot of problems are happening with that jewelry line, and a lot of people are having a lot of complaints. You guys know I recently did a video about it about a week ago, and y'all, a lot of people are really upset about that. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to be. But anyways, moving forward, I just want to say, I hope that it's a home run. I hope that it's good. Honestly, the shade range of her first lipstick launch was really amazing. Like, I feel like those were some beautiful nudes. And to be honest, like, if I was in the market for some if I was in the market for some nude lips, I probably would have purchased those. I felt they were beautiful. So hopefully she does keep the same shade range, just minus the hair within them. All right, y'all. So I want to go ahead and talk about James Charles right here because I do feel like it's the end of the year, and I'm kind of surprised that Morphe is still struggling to sell James Charles palette. And honestly, y'all, I didn't know around the world because I was looking at this place called Douglas. It's a cosmetic store in Italy, and while I was there, I was looking for the oh my gosh, y'all, I get tongue twisted with her name, Chiara Ferragni. I was looking for her makeup line because I don't know if you guys had heard me like talk about her before, but she came out with the makeup line, and I was going to do a review of her eyeshadow palette, but y'all, I did not purchase that shit. That it was 50 euros, y'all, which is like $55, and I was like, okay, girl, like, your brand is brand new. Like, Kim Kardashian don't even sell her palettes for that expensive. I was like, I am not spending $55 on a palette. So I didn't end up purchasing that. But while I was there, I did see the James Charles Morphe palette. And y'all, originally over there, I want to say I did not know the price hike up. I've always seen people complain online like, oh my gosh, the price in Europe is just so much more expensive. I didn't know it was this bad. They were actually originally selling his palette for 43.99 euros, which is like, I want to say probably like $48. Like, that's a lot of money for his palette. But they actually had it on sale for 30% off, which marked it down to 30 euros. And that just led me into, like, you know, following up with Morphe and actually seeing what's going on with their sales right now. And y'all, they are literally struggling to sell his palette still because it's currently on sale right now on the Morphe website. And I literally punched in the discount code because they are having a 40% off of sell items. I think they're really trying to clear up their warehouse right now. So basically anything within the clearance section, you can get an additional 40% off with the code SELL40. So right now that does work on his palette that is currently on sale for $20. And y'all, it literally comes out to $12 for his palette. Like, I really wonder what's the lowest price that they're going to go for that, because honestly, all of this drama, which I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a recap within this video, all of this drama happened in like April, I want to say, of 2021. It's like literally almost been a year. So just in case you guys do not remember the whole situation with Morphe, let me give you a little bit of a recap right here. So this actually started off with Morphe on April 16th of 2021, where they said, in light of recent allegations against James Charles, Morphe and James have agreed to end our business relationship and wind down sales of the Morphe times James Charles product offering. It has and always been Morphe's goal to create a positive, safe, and empowering space where all beauty lovers can freely share their artistry and passion for cosmetics, and Morphe is committing to furthering that goal. To which James Charles actually tweeted out about this too, which, y'all, a lot of people had a lot of problems with this because it just kind of seemed like he was pointing the finger other places, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, here goes his statement right here. Accountability is something that I have spoken about a number of times in the past. In my most recent video, I spoke about and took accountability for my part in a conversation I had with a few individuals who told me they were over the age of 18. As I said in that video, I can't show change overnight, but will over time. Since posting that video, many other people have come forward with a series of misleading stories and false allegations, which have been reported on by many people, creators, and news outlets. My legal team has begun taking action against those that have spread misinformation and or created completely fake stories, as this has gone on too far. This is the thing, like, I feel like, yes, during that time, let's just keep it real, a lot of people were coming out with fake stories and creating fake DMs and fake, you know, messages from James, and I thought that was really messed up because it is taking away the severity of the actual stuff that had happened. However, I just feel like during that time you shouldn't have been pointing at that, because it just makes it seem like the actual stuff that's going on, it seems like, okay, that's fake too, when in reality it wasn't, you know? Anyways, moving on here. These stories have caused many of my long-term partners to receive considerable negative feedback, one of them being Morphe. I loved every minute working together, or every moment working together, and am beyond grateful for what we've created. That being said, I reached out to them and we mutually agreed to wind down our James Charles times Morphe collaboration, which is my only project with them. I'm continuing to make and learn, continuing to take time away to learn, grow, and listen, and look forward to coming back one day in the future as a better version of myself. So there you guys have a little bit of a recap right there as to why they obviously cut the Morphe times James Charles collaboration. I really am kind of like intrigued to know what's going to be going on with his actual cosmetic line, because if you guys did not see before, he's kind of like hinted multiple times that he is going to be coming out with his own brand, but I kind of felt like it would have came out by now. However, I haven't heard anything about it, but I do wonder if maybe he's trying to take a little bit more time to obviously like let this all die down, because we are still within the same year as this all had happened. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to say like what a trip it is that this palette is literally only selling for $12, because at one point it was like the biggest palette, and according to James Charles, he said this was like the the highest selling palette of like all time, which y'all, I literally have yet to get an answer about. You guys know that I've talked about this so many times. I'm like, how do people have this information? I really want to know. I would love to do videos like based upon like the highest selling foundation, the highest selling palettes, the highest selling lip products. You know what I'm saying? Like I would find that to be so intriguing, because I'm always so interested in knowing about the sales, because I just like to know like how much money people are making, and I like to know how much money companies are making and how much products are selling. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really curious about that. But anyways, y'all, that wraps it up for this video. I just wanted to do this at the end of the year because I'm like, y'all, it's a trip that they are still trying to push this palette, and all over the world. I didn't know, like I honestly just thought it would be with Morphe. I thought other places would probably sell it for a little bit more expensive, being that Morphe is obviously going to like stop creating it, you know what I'm saying? However, seeing it on sale over there in Italy, I was like, oh my gosh, everywhere's trying to push this James Charles palette out, but it's just not moving, which leads me to believe that they have like a huge like excess supply of it, or maybe just people don't want to purchase the James Charles palette. I don't know. I do want to say though that I have heard nothing but amazing things about that palette, that the color story was amazing, that the quality was amazing. I personally wouldn't know because I never had bought it, but I heard good things about it. Anyways, you guys, I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.